What's up YouTube, this is Barrel452 coming at you with a new TCG card game I'm interested in getting into. It's been hard to find product for the new Digimon game, however I lucked out and got some starter decks. I picked up Guy Red and Cassidus Blue, and also picked up some booster packs. I want to delve into what's inside a starter deck, or structure deck, whatever you want to call it. This thing is glued welt on, so let's see if I can. I already have one I'm going to save. So in the box is the deck, hoping instructions, and a booster pack. So there's the deck. Interesting, they just ran it with a band. Okay. Apparently there's one super rare in here, and one booster pack. So, because you know we gotta see what's what, let's pop this open first. Okay, so you ditched the last one. So that's just basically your memory card. So you got Digimon, Nuclear Laser, Agurumon, Kapurimon, Bilemon, then Vino Blast, Kudamon, Saberleomon, Metal Greymon, Titamon, Puppetmon, and Sora Tokanuchi. Interesting. So Puppemon's a mega. Alright. So you're gonna have 6 dex archetypes, I believe. It's black, yellow, green, blue, red, purple. I'll have to remember the other ones. Let's see. So, interesting. So they apparently pop into here. Let's see something. Instructions. I will be looking at that because the first thing I'm trying to figure out is how to play this game. Alright, so let's start. So the card game is divided up into regular cards. If you look in the back, they're all blue. And when you get to the Digi-Eggs, they are the white backs. So you have a Digi-Egg stack and you have your Digimon stack. Interesting. So you got Baby Koromon, Biomon, Agumon, Dracomon, Birdramon, Cordramon, Greymon, Garudamon, Metal Greymon, Phoenixmon, War Greymon. Ooh. So those are the 2 supers you get. Kind of cool. Okay. Taikamiya, and then Shadowwing, Starlight Explosion, Giga Destroyer. Lots of cool cards. So this is the deck. It's 54 cards, ready to start, ready to play. Heard this is also one of the more popular ones from Japan. So some of these cards have interesting abilities. Like this card, the Digi-Egg, has inherited effects. If I remember correctly, that's an effect that goes continuously up until the evolution. So this Digimon has 4 more Digivolution cards. It gets 1000 DP. So you have the Digi-Egg, then you have your Rookie, which is your level 2. And I believe it goes up to level 6. So basically it's saying if you have level 4 or more on top of this, it'll have more attack. Biomon doesn't have anything. Agumon has an artifact. This Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. So this one, and then going forward, it'll have an extra 1000 attack. Okay. Security attack, that's the additional. This Pokemon checks one additional security card. Precision blocking through memory. So, and then the cards have their own abilities. These look like they're the basic cards. Alright, so Cordramon. When an opponent's Digimon attacks me, suspend this Digimon to force the opponent to attack it instead. So then it's forcing your opponent to attack into this card and possibly destroy it. When Digivolving, one of your Digimon gets plus 3000 DP for this turn, so it's attack. Okay, so when you pop that off, it goes. Phoenixmon, nothing, and then War Greymon. For every 2 Digivolution cards this Digimon has, it gains security attack +1. Checks 1 additional security. So this is a level 5, so that means there's a level 6. So that means you're technically gonna have 4. Wow, so that's gonna be maybe like that'd be a +3 when it checks. Okay, so from my understanding for the game so far, and I'll have to work on this and maybe come up with a video for the rules to play this. So you and your opponent have memory. Actually, we'll use this one because it's got the chip on it. So when you play, I believe, depending on where your turn goes, does this have attacking, battle, security checks? I have to look at it. But I thought was cool is you have your cards. So you have cards that have no cost. Like when you start the game, you put your 4 eggs off to the side. You draw your 5 cards, I believe, when you start your hand. This is a very confusing way to do this. Draw phase. It doesn't say. Alright, so you draw your card, you pull out your eggs, you draw 5 cards. I think your security stack, which is your hit points, is 5 cards. You have that off to the side. And then when your turn starts, you look at your hand. We're just going to use this for example. You pop off a Digi-Egg, which gives you Coromon. If you have a card that you can evolve this into, which is level 3, you can put that into there as well. And then you can, your actions are, you can use, you can play cards that cost memory. So let's say, for instance, this is a Digivolution card. So if I do it, its cost is going to be 0. But if I pop it from my hand, it's going to cost 2 memory. You start at 0. As soon as I do that, if my memory score goes from... Oh, there's more rules on the back of this. So we'll just save this for example. So if my score goes from 0... So we'll say player 1. So you start at 0. So anytime I do an action, if I do anything that costs memory, it goes from 0 to 2 for that card. Right, what was it for that card? Well, we'll just say that card was 2. It'll go to 2, then my turn immediately ends. Now I can't do anything else. My turn immediately ends. Anything I do that costs memory. Then my opponent's turn goes, he has the same action, or she has the same, they have the same actions I do. And then, but they have 2 memory that they can play. So that card that I played that cost me something, they can play one for 2 memory too. Brings back to 0, still their turn, they can do more stuff. And they can also attack into me. So when my opponent attacks into me, they attack into my security stack of cards. I know I just lost my hand, but we'll just use it as an example again. So they'll attack into my security stack. Then when you play your security stack, you draw a card, and you see what it is when you check the card. So when you see this, you activate this card's main effect. So I lose a security card. As long as it's only one, I can delete one of my opponent's Digimon. Obviously, I would do the next one. It's going to try and attack, so I can save my hit points. Then it goes back and forth until security stack goes away. There are cards that give you more cards in the security stack, but they're typically high-level cards. I believe the one is a yellow of Fanny Mound. Every time the card's deleted, you put it on top of your security stack. But when it's in the security stack, it can't be considered deleted again. It just goes away. But it's a good way to give you another 4 hit points, basically. Looks like the game's going to be quick. I'm going to sleeve these up, and then I'm going to read the rules for a couple days, and then I will get back to everyone and try to do like a practice game, and then show off how easy it is to play, how simple it is to play. I'm surprised the decks are 50 cards, but there's a decision that was reached, I guess. Alright, I'll post that later. Catch y'all later. Bye.